Hey everybody, it's Rory from A&S Gear, and we're looking at a brand new magazine release from First Strike today for the T15 magazine, or T15 guns, I should say. This is the T15 11 round clear version 2 magazine. So for comparisons, I have the standard magazine over here, and then this is the brand new 11 round version. It is clear, as you can see. There's also a smoke version that is available, but at the time of shooting this video, we only had the clear in stock. Kind of makes it cool for demonstration purposes because you can see this magazine, you can see the parts inside of it working, you can see the First Strike or 68 caliber rounds go inside, and then what they do inside there. Works the same way as its big brother. There's a wind-up system right here that pulls the follower back and compresses the spring down at the same time. At the top, we have a system that keeps the balls from falling out when the magazine is not under load. Right there. And then the release button that is on the side, which after the spring is wound up, you don't hit that button. When you put the magazine into the gun, there's a little system that pushes down the button, which allows the magazine to feed up into the marker. I don't recommend winding this up, putting balls in there, and then releasing it outside of the gun because they can go all over the place. So just be careful with that. That happened just a minute ago. So let's go ahead and take this thing, put some balls in there, show you how it works. These are also disassembled without any tools. So toolless disassembly on these, and I'll show you how to take it apart as well. So let's go ahead and wind it up. You can see the spring coming down right there, winding around, and then getting to the top. Now I can pull the detent system back without releasing the spring system in there. Let's put these in there. One, woo! Now roll away from me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I can let go of that. And that will keep the balls from falling out. So if they're in a magazine pouch or if they're in your pocket or whatever, it'll keep them from coming out of there. Now, when you go to slide this up into the gun, two things are going to happen. One thing, the gun is going to pull this tab back. It's going to compress it down, which will allow the paint to come out. But as you can see right now, it's not under load because this button has not been pushed. If I was to push this button right now, it would shoot them all out. This system cannot hold the balls as they're racing towards it. If I put my finger over this, release it, and let it come up against there, woo, it'll hold it just like that. But I don't want to lose any more of them. So I'm going to wind this back, put these back in there, and I'm going to leave it like this. I'm not going to let the spring start to uncompress before putting it up in the gun. So this is how you would carry it around inside your pouch or whatever. I don't recommend releasing the spring and then storing it in your pouch. You're going to run into problems. So this is how you're going to leave it while you're out playing. So that's 68 caliber right there. Take that out of there. Let's put some First Strike in here. So the First Strike obviously fits in directionally. There's a notch cut in the front so that the round front of the First Strike round fits in, and then it drops in. If you didn't know this about your full-size magazine, you can see it in here. As the round drops in, the way the channel is designed, it actually rotates the First Strike round so that it is sideways, and that way it can easily go around the corner. If you had this First Strike round sitting straight forward and it had to rotate around the corner on that axis like this, it would get bound up and it would not want to slide around inside there. They've found that by rotating the round onto its side, it easily will traverse the corner without getting pinched or bound up inside of there. So that happens inside here. You just really can't see it because it's black. So rotates down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Just like that. Pretty cool. You can see the front, the ones at the top have not started their rotation yet, so they're facing forward, ready to be shot out. And these ones have rotated around and are just in there for storage at the moment. All right, so now I'm going to release the spring. And I'm going to take it apart. So it's simple to take apart. You've got a clasp at the top and one at the bottom. The one at the top has two little tabs right here, and they've given this a little bit of an overhang so you can get your finger underneath there and pop it up. Sometimes easier said than done. There we go. So that pops up the top side there. On the bottom, this just slides off like that. Now I would recommend laying it down with the wind side facing up, and that will allow you to take the two pieces apart. And you can hold on to this so that it doesn't come out like that. And there you go. So here's your system right here. You've got a device that as you wind, it pulls this cable that is attached to the follower. It pulls it back, and at the same time it compresses that spring down. Very straightforward, very simple. But this allows you to get inside here, clean this all out if you break a ball inside there, and have a nice, tidy, self-contained system inside here. Put that back in there. Now when it comes to putting it back together, this spring wants to do all sorts of crazy stuff. It wants to move all over the place. I don't recommend trying to compress it down and then like use 18 fingers to hold it down and get it in its place. Just put it around the bottom right here. You're gonna have to hold it a little bit, but let it stick out the top. That's okay, doesn't matter. We're gonna go to the bottom. We're gonna trap the bottom first so that it can't get away. And then we're gonna put this down. We need to pull our detent system backwards so that the top can snap down. And that's okay that that's sticking out, because now we can just push it down inside there. If you try to compress it all down and get it all nice and even in there, then try to put the two pieces together, you're gonna have a rough time. Snap our bottom on, hook the front, I guess that's actually the back. Hook the back on first and then snap the front down, and that's it. Very simple to take apart. New 11-round T15 mags, either 68 caliber or first strike. You can use both in the same magazine. Right now we have them in clear, but smoke will be available as well. Pick them up at ansgear.com.